The continually fascinating case of Otzi the Iceman and his baffling ancient tattoos was once again brought to the fore in a news article recently. This occasional and repeated foray into the world of the doomed Tyrolean Iceman cited a study from just over a year ago that is well worth another look. The paper that appeared in the European Journal of Archaeology illuminated the tattooing techniques used on Otzi, a 5,300-year-old mummy discovered in the Alps. The research revealed that Otzi's tattoos, the oldest direct evidence of tattooing in Europe, were likely made by piercing the skin with a single point tool, overturning earlier ideas about their creation. Otzi, found in 1991 near the Austrian-Italian border, carries 61 carbon pigment tattoos in the form of lines and crosses on his lower back, legs and right knee. For decades, many assumed these markings were produced by cutting the skin and rubbing in pigment, possibly for therapeutic purposes. However, the study titled Chalcolithic Tattooing, Historical and Experimental Evaluation of the Tyrolean Iceman's Body Markings proposes a different method. The researchers examined prior analyses of Otzi's tattoos and drew on global ethnographic records of pre-electric tattooing. His tattoos, organised into 19 groups of parallel or intersecting lines ranging from 7 to 40 mm long, are simple rather than decorative. Their placement on less visible areas has sparked theories of medicinal intent. The study questions this popular theory. The tattoo's placement near joints has led some to link them to pain relief or treatment for conditions like arthritis, but the researchers find no direct evidence to support this. The idea that the tattoos were therapeutic, often tied to the notion of cutting and rubbing in pigment, lacks substantiation, leaving their true purpose, whether cultural, symbolic or otherwise, open to speculation. To investigate the process, the team conducted experimental tattooing, comparing two techniques: incision, cutting the skin, and puncture, piercing with a single tool. Incision tools resulted in smooth, continuous lines, while puncture tools showed irregular edges and slight internal gaps, features that closely match Otzi's markings. The study concludes that a sharp implement, such as a bone or copper awl, was likely used to puncture the skin, rather than cutting it. This discovery challenges long-standing assumptions and aligns with evidence of puncture tattooing in other ancient cultures. The researchers note that while no Chalcolithic tattooing tools have been found in Europe, Otzi's naturally mummified skin, preserved by glacial ice, offers a rare glimpse into Copper Age practices in the Alpine region. The study highlights the ingenuity of Chalcolithic societies, showcasing a technique that required precision and skill. Though the exact meaning of Otzi's tattoos remains unclear, their creation reflects a tradition with its roots in the distant past. As Europe's earliest known tattooed individual, Otzi continues to reveal anthropological ritual complexities. The study's conclusion section read, "The Iceman's tattoos provide the only direct evidence to date of permanent body marking practices in the European Copper Age. Those marks nevertheless revealed the presence of an established tattooing tradition within the Alpine communities of the era. In this study we used comparative historical data and the results of experimental tattooing to evaluate the possible methods and tools of Chalcolithic tattooing in Central Europe. This comparative approach carries important caveats, as direct evidence of early tattooing methods in the region is extremely limited, with the earliest reliable accounts post-dating the Copper Age by millennia. Additionally, physical comparisons between the Iceman's marks and the results of experimental tattooing are based on healed tattoos observed on living, intact skin. The Iceman's epidermis is mostly or entirely absent, and the potential for taphonomic changes to his tattoos following millennia of exposure to ice is unknown. Nevertheless, this effort provides compelling evidence as to the tattooing method likely employed in the European Copper Age. Although scholars remain generally ambivalent as to the method and tools used to make the Iceman's 61 carbon pigment marks, public understanding appears to have settled on the tattoos being incised into his skin. Our study shows that the Iceman's tattoos were not created by incision, by subdermal methods, or with perpendicularly hafted puncture implements. Instead, the physical characteristics of the preserved marks suggest that they were tattooed with a single-point puncture tool. These findings are consistent with historical data, as well as current understandings of the geographic distribution of pre-electric tattooing methods. Bone and copper awls, as well as other artefacts suitable for puncture tattooing, appear throughout the regional archaeological record. While no tattooing implements have yet been conclusively identified in Copper Age assemblages, we hope that our findings will inspire informed investigations of potential tattooing artefacts, including use wear and residue analyses that may further inform our understanding of Chalcolithic tattooing traditions in Central Europe. But that's it for this video. Don't forget to like, share, and most importantly subscribe. And you can also support the channel on Subscribestar via the link in the description, or via YouTube's Super Thanks. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.